Ever get that feeling like you got a whole bunch of different characters living rent-free in your head? Each with their own 2 cents, their own cravings, their own voices. One minute you're Mr. or Miss Sunshine, all rainbows and unicorns. The next you're a stone-cold Simon Cowell. And then, just for kicks, you're a scared little kid. Well, if you're an INFJ, that ain't no breakdown, see? That's just the way your brain trust is set up. We ain't talking about split personalities here. This is your inner council, a freaking Avengers team of sub-personalities. And guess what? You gotta learn to run the show, not the other way around. So, in this little moving picture show, we're gonna introduce you to the heavy hitters, the ones that stir the pot, in your internal boardroom. Alright, so first off, contradictory gut feelings and paralyzing indecision. Let's just dive right into the most confusing, maddening sign that your inner council is running this whole shebang without a leader, am I right? The civil war of intuition. You know this feeling, don't you? You're at some party, and bam, you get this sudden, overwhelming gut feeling that you gotta leave. Right now. And it ain't anxiety, it's like a crystal clear download. Danger. Get out of here. But get this, in the very same second, another equally powerful feeling hits you. Nah, stay. The person you need to meet is here. So, what do, huh? You freeze. You're just standing there by the snack table, completely paralyzed, because your own instincts are giving you two opposing commands that feel 100% true. Or you're decided in on a job offer. Your intuition screams, yes, this is your destiny. While a different part of your intuition, in the exact same moment, whispers, this is a trap that will destroy your soul. Run. Look, this isn't your famous INFJ intuition being broken or unreliable. Let me be very clear here, folks. This is your intuition working perfectly. Too perfectly, if you ask me. This is your inner council in a heated, chaotic debate where everyone is shouting over each other. So you got the child, right? Scared out of its mind of the unknown, wants to just curl up, safe and sound. Then you got the sage looking at the big picture, the grand 10-year plan, sees this whole mess as a necessary bump in your so-called hero's journey. And of course, the critic, that voice that turns your gut feelings into freaking weapons, listing like 47 ways this could all go down in flames, horribly, embarrassingly wrong. The way you're frozen ain't a flaw, alright? It's not that you can't make up your mind, it's a freaking system crash. It's your brain's democratic process going belly up because nobody's calling for a vote. They're all throwing accurate, vital info at you from their own little corner. Your job ain't to just pick a favorite and shut the others up. That's how you end up a total mess. You gotta be the chairperson, listen to all the reports, nod along, and then make the final call for the good of the whole damn person. Alright, next up, the controversial truth. Empathy is a takeover. Let's rap about the one thing you're known for, the core of your whole identity, and I'm gonna completely reframe it for you. Here's the controversial truth. A huge chunk of what you and everyone else calls deep empathy ain't actually empathy at all. It's a hostile takeover, I'm telling you. You don't just feel for someone, you, them. Their anxiety, boom, your stomach ache, their depression. Suddenly, you're crushed with fatigue, their joy. Next thing you know, you're on a manic high. This happens because of a specific, powerful, and often rogue member of your inner council. We call them the mirror. The mirror's only job is data collection through reflection. It's a brilliant, ancient, and incredibly sophisticated tool, but it's got one critical flaw. No off switch and absolutely no filter. It doesn't ask for your permission, it just downloads the other person's entire emotional operating system and runs it on your hardware, your nervous system, like it's its own. Can you believe that? I'm telling you, it's wild. Let me tell you, this is the real hidden reason you're so completely wiped after parties or those oh-so-deep conversations. You think you've been socializing? Nah. You've been a temp host for some kind of foreign entity, a psychic parasite you let in without even knowing. Your energy ain't just low, it's been hijacked. Real healthy empathy ain't this involuntary possession thing. True empathy is what happens after the mirror gives its data report. It's when your sage, your philosopher, your conscious self processes that info with compassion, understanding, and most importantly, boundaries. The goal ain't to feel everything, it's to understand everything without, annihilating yourself in the process. Your gift ain't the possession, it's the profound understanding that comes after. Alright, so third on the list, the secret. And get this, the door slam is a mutiny. Now let's just dismantle the biggest myth about the INFJ door slam. Pop psychology will tell you it's this conscious, dramatic decision to cut someone off. Yeah, no, that's almost never true. The real secret, it's way more fascinating and it speaks directly to the power dynamics of your inner council. See, the door slam ain't a decision you make, it's a mutiny. It's the moment your most ruthless, pragmatic council member, the protector, has finally had enough and stages a hostile takeover. For months, years even, your kinder members have been running the show. The idealist, still seeing a glimmer of hope. The forgiver, always offering another chance. The empath, feeling their pain, making excuses for them, but with every slight, every broken boundary, every drained ounce of your energy, the protector's power, it grows. Yeah, it's basically the survival instinct embodied, and its only job is to preserve the core self at any cost, alright? It doesn't care about social niceties, guilt, or, second chances. It only cares about your survival. And after the final straw, it doesn't call for a vote. It doesn't ask for your permission. Believe me, it overrules the entire council, seizes control of your emotional resources, and enacts a total psychic quarantine. It builds an impenetrable wall between you and the source of the toxicity. You don't decide to feel nothing. You simply wake up one day and the connection is just gone. The emotional deadbolt has been thrown. That chilling emptiness and absolute finality you feel isn't you being cold-hearted. It is the silence. It is the sound of the security protocol finishing its execution. The mutiny is over. The protector has won, and your energy is finally safe. Fourthly, the hidden trait, your fake extroversion, is a delegated role. So how is it possible that you, the deepest of introverts, can sometimes be the most charismatic and engaging person in the room? How can you be the life of the party when large crowds literally drain your life force? The answer? Simple as it is strange. It's not you, that charismatic socialite, not the real you. It's a highly specialized temporary delegate from your inner council. We call this member the mask or the social architect. Now, this ain't a fake persona in a malicious way. It's a sophisticated piece of social software that your core self delegates to. So, when you stroll into a party or, one of those oh-so-fun networking events, you ain't suddenly Mr. or Miss Congeniality. Nah, you're just firing up a program. The social architect sounds like a bad sci-fi flick, right? It's like some AI gizmo designed to do one thing, schmooze. It runs on script, reads the room like a Wall Street ticker, spins yarns that would make Hemingway jealous, and asks just the right questions to make people think you actually care. It's a killer performance, I'm telling you. But get this, that's all it is, a freaking performance. The real you, the observing ego, is backstage, running the lights, crunching the numbers, and counting the seconds till you can bolt. And that crash afterwards, the days of blissful silence, that ain't just an introvert thing. That's the price you pay for running this crazy social simulator. You're not being fake, you're a freaking Spielberg, and the mask is just your star, giving a performance that leaves the whole crew dead on their feet. Last but definitely not least, the way forward, become the chairperson. Yeah, I know, sounds thrilling, right? So if you ain't in control and this whole council's running the show, how do you not just end up completely zonked, indecisive, and emotionally hijacked? I mean, come on. The goal ain't to fire the committee, that's impossible. They're a part of you, And the goal ain't to silence the voices. Their data's crucial. The only way forward, and I mean the only way, is to stage a peaceful coup and become the chairperson. You've got to move from being a passive spectator in your own mind to the active leader and executive decision maker. This is the journey from internal chaos to integrated power, get it? Good. Now try the veal, it's why we're here. Alright, so here's the deal. The first thing you got to do is figure out who's talking. When you get hit with this wave of conflicting feelings, you got to stop and ask, who's the wise guy at the mic? Is that your inner scaredy cat, the child, or maybe it's the critic with their oh-so-brutal analysis, or who knows, maybe it's the sage dropping some truth bombs, just naming the voice. See, that's how you shut them up, turn them into, advisors. Next up, you got to hear the reports. Let each of these characters have their say, no judging. Thank the critic for the risk assessment, okay? Acknowledge the child's totally real fears about, safety. Listen to the sage's grand plan. You're just collecting data from every department. But here's the kicker, the most important part, you gotta make the call. You're the chairperson, right? Final say. You take all this invaluable stuff and make a choice that helps the whole person, not just whoever's screaming the loudest. That's how you turn a messy situation into a well-oiled machine, see? You stop being a victim of your own mess and start running the show. That exhaustion, focused energy, indecision, profound wisdom, and that overwhelming empathy, a tool you control. That's the way to become a fully integrated and unstoppable INFJ.